stand tall. Words are blades that never fall. Debate like warriors brave. Every thought we give and save. Through the noise we cut clean. Spirited minds sharp and keen. With a spark that lights the night. Join us in this epic fight. Welcome to the sports in our arena, where minds clash and thoughts gleam. In the heat of every word, truth and insight will be heard. Buckle up and take your stance. In this arena there's no chance to escape the vibrant lore. Dive in deep and search for more. From heartfelt talks to fierce debates, we explore what fate creates. Side by side we seek the light. In the dark our minds ignite. Welcome to the sports in our arena, where minds clash and thoughts gleam. In the heat of every word, truth and insight will be heard. Heard. Will be heard. Will be heard.
Welcome to the spot. It's time to ignite. Oh yeah. Operation Hangout. The feeling's just right. Chilling with the crew. We're ready to groove. Opinions flying high. Come on, let's move. Woo. Hang out all night long, all night. Laughing and debating, playing our song. Oh yeah. Share your thoughts, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Operation Hangout, let's reach for the sky. Let's fly. Pull up a chair, let's get in the zone. Voices blend and smooth, like a funky trombone. Oh yeah. Topics from the heart, making us think. With a twist and a shout, raise up your drink. Cheers! Hang out all night long, all night. Laughing and debating, playing our song. Oh yeah. Share your thoughts, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Operation Hangout, let's reach for the sky. Let's fly. Bring it down, shake it up, feel the beat. With every word we share, the circle's complete. Woo. Living loud.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your boy, Coach Ferg, sitting in without my co-host, my partner in crime, Mr. Bennett. He's en route to destinations everywhere around the USA. You have safe travels, my man. Be safe, man. We'll get back with you next week. And you'll come on in and you'll kick us with some of that good knowledge. So I'm going to be here tonight with my man Sparta HQ. He's going to be sitting in stage with me tonight. What's up, Sparta HQ, man? You
What is
looking
going
good
on,
over there, man.
What is
How you
going on?
doing, man?
Long
Appreciate
day,
you,
but
man.
good. Overall, it was a long freaking day.
Hey, I got it, man. You got everything under control, though, man. Salute to you, man. So
I did
yeah,
the best I
man.
can.
You
Doing a big event today and still being here, that's credit to me, I think.
Yeah, man, you young, man. You can handle it, man. Listen, guess what I figured out? I figured out that I done got it streaming to my channel, man. So hopefully, man, we get some people to stop by, So I don't know, man. I got in, I guess, early enough to go ahead and get it started streaming, man. It connected right to it, man. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I get a few people to come check me out over here with you, man. Salute to
Definitely,
you, man.
definitely.
You know what
You
I'm
know,
saying? So we can get this thing going and growing, man.
absolutely. We have to push out the love out there. Is our
Man,
message is strong, but it's with love. We're going to definitely make this grow for everybody's benefit.
yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate the fact that we putting out content that can be useful. It ain't about fighting and arguing. It's about helping and healing and improving. So elevating. So yeah, man, salute, man. We got a great topic, man. The burning from within, fighting inflammation. Man, listen, man. I can talk about this for days in my life for the last 40 years, it seemed like. At least I say 94 was the year, man. Everything sort of it started to unravel to me on my body and having
Believe it or not, and as a chef, my body gets beat up on a daily basis. What's going on, Eric? It's a grind. Like today was a grind. I was there from 9, and towards the end of the day, my feet hurt, my hands lock up. Sometimes my wrists are pretty screwed up. It's because I'm going. Two things that always go first are usually the hands or the wrist for any chef. That's not if it's going, is when it's going to go. You're muted.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, you on your feet a lot, man. So just make sure you taking good care of yourself, your body. You know what I'm saying? Getting your vitamins and minerals that you need to make sure you're fully functioning, man. Me, man, I've been dealing with some physical ailments, man, since I would say since I joined the military. What's up, my brother Bennett, man? Glad to see you was able to, man, you just now boarding the plane, man.
Damn.
Man, tell them you had a show to do and they
Yeah.
holding you up.
Yeah. This is
No,
a.
man, be safe,
I think
man.
this is going to be an HR complaint. I would like to see you in my office tomorrow morning, please.
Brother Bennett, I'm gonna vouch for you, man. I'm gonna tell HR it was out of your control, man.
You know what? I think tonight would be a good
No,
night to
man.
drop the
Salute,
link
man.
in the
Safe
chat.
travels,
What do you
man.
think? What do you think, Trey? Should we drop the link
I
tonight
don't
to
know,
see
man.
what
We'll
else?
see, man. We'll see how many people want to. Let's see who joined, man. Let's see, what I'm saying, we get some people to come up, man. We'll check it out.
Yeah, I'm dropping the link right
I
now,
think
guys.
we got a delay somewhere.
Yeah.
No, don't
So
drop the link right now.
no. Okay.
Let's get
All right.
into the topic first, then drop.
Yeah.
drop.
Go ahead. Go
Let's
ahead. Go
get the
ahead.
information to them.
All right.
No,
We got.
man. So, great topic, man. Salute to Brother Bennett for putting together the slideshow, man. I don't know. Whenever you need some more information, man, just let me know. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into the first slide, man. Let's talk about it.
All right. You want to share the slide so I can put it on the screen?
Hold on, man.
Oh boy.
I guess I gotta share the slide, man. First of all, I gotta go get the slide. Give me a second. You sent it to my email, and I forgot all about that. So let me just forward it to myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you try to teach old folks modern technology.
Yeah. That's what happens, man. Don't be mad at everybody over 50.
And when somebody uses a Mac and not a PC. Just saying.
Nah, man. Max is where it's at.
This is from an Android user. That's what I guess hilarious. You don't even have an iPhone. You use a A Pixel phone, is it?
No, I got a Note 24 or something like that.
Samsung.
Yeah.
Okay, so this comes from somebody who uses a Android phone, and he's
Hi, say that.
I gotta give you shit for it.
All right, let me see, man.
I gotta give him
Huh?
crap for it.
No, man, it's all good, man. I don't, it's all good, man. I don't take it. Hold on, let me. I guess I just gotta find it. Let me see.
We,
Yeah, see,
we usually don't have
IMO.
these issues, so just bear with us for a few minutes.
Yeah, bear with this old guy. I just brought it up, man. I want to share my screen.
Do you want me to play some music till you find it?
Yeah, play
All
some
right.
music. I just got it, man. Let me see, man.
In the ring we stand tall, birds of blaze and never fall, debating warriors brave. Every thought we give is safe.
Okay, so
Tall words are blades that never fall, debate like warriors brave. Every thought we give and save. Through the noise we cut clean, spirited mind sharp and keen. With a spark that lights the
can you
night.
see it?
Join us
Yep,
in
I
this
got you.
epic fight. Welcome to the Spartan Arena, where minds clash.
All right, yeah, man. Let's get into it. Sorry about that, man. With my
You good?
technical difficulties, limitations, I was
I am
moving
owning.
around.
Listen, I'm not gonna blame you. I blame our friendly neighborhood King Smith on this because this is his mo, usually causing problems like this for us. So it's okay, King. You're listening. This is your fault.
No, man. Let's get into it, man. So
All right.
salute, man. Acute versus chronic inflammation. Now, this is an interesting topic for real, man. Acute versus chronic inflammation. Let's just go down the symptoms of something being acute. When you have acute inflammation, allergic reactions. You have allergic reactions to something. That's, what I'm saying. So, do you ever have an allergic reaction to anything, Sparta?
I actually don't. I'm one of the few people on this planet does not have allergies, anything like that.
Yeah, I don't have any allergies either. I'm not allergic to anything. So yeah, that's interesting to know. I would wonder what brother if he has a acute inflammation, if he's allergic to anything, and anybody in the chat. Uh, Chemical irritants. Do certain chemicals affect you, your skin or your breathing or anything?
I know some face wash react a certain way to my skin, so I have to be very careful which face wash I use. Some of them can make me break out more. Some of them don't make me break out. If that makes sense.
Yeah, 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 and that's why you was talking about the beard oils and things like that.
Right.
Depending on a person's chemical
Correct.
uh, makeup in his body, the other chemicals can throw that balance off, and you can have a reaction, which could result in a rash or just I guess, slightly spots or anything could happen. Infections, certain infections in your body would be a good example of a type of infection. Maybe you got a sore and that sore got infected, dirt got into it, telling what got into it.
Tattoos are
And
a great example. I know Eric has mentioned about my tattoos, but if you don't take care of your tattoos a certain way during the healing process,
yeah,
first 3 weeks are more urgent. Like, for example, you guys stay out of the sun. You might have to make sure you put enough ointment on them. You can keep them dry and clean because there's no
yeah,
really an open wound when you're healing a tattoo.
yeah. So definitely, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever get an open cut, make sure you clean it very well. Not so much peroxide. I was on a podcast a couple weeks ago. Somebody said they just gonna pour alcohol right into the wound if it's their child. Just yeah. Listen, I'm just saying. Yeah, no,
That
I
is
wouldn't.
a very old school method. I remember my
Yeah,
grandmother.
yeah,
She's like, "Here's alcohol. It's sterilizer alcohol." Like, oh, that freaker
yeah.
burns.
Yes, alcohol will burn, but Uh, I don't know. I guess I straddle the fence on that. Like, as far as it depends on the age. A teenager, yeah, they can get all the alcohol they need. 12 and above, yeah, you can get all the alcohol you need
All
on
right,
that.
give me a second.
So,
Let me get this guy in here really fast because I know he has a few minutes. Oh, what's going on?
Hey man, can you guys hear me?
yeah,
Yes.
what's going on, man?
All right. Well, I'm in line, so they're cleaning the plane off. So just waiting for my group. Fortunately, I'm in one of the earlier groups to get on. So hopefully, I won't be too much longer before I get on the plane. But yeah, just wanted to say hello. Like I said, it's been a crazy day, but just taking it in stride and just trying to, just trying to make the most of it. Just get home safe. That's my bottom line right
Yeah,
now.
man, get home safe, man. I don't know
Yes,
what the
sir.
weather's like. It was some rain moving east,
There
so
was, but it's not as bad. It was raining earlier, but my wife. I talked to my wife just a few minutes ago. She said that a lot of the rain died down, so
yeah,
hopefully it
that's
won't be too
It
good.
did
terrible with
actually.
that.
It did rain pretty heavy
Yeah,
over
that's
here
good.
and by my job and everything. But now it's
Yeah,
stopping. Just a little chilly tonight. So prepare a little chilliness when you get off the plane.
yeah,
Brother
yeah.
Bennett, before you go, man, I want to
Yes,
tell
sir.
you, man, listen, man, you missing the first preseason game of the season.
I know. I'm not. No, I'll catch the highlights and replay when I get home.
Yeah.
But just trying to just trying to, like I said, just get home and do my thing. But yeah, hopefully the slides be helpful. I know I usually try to get you guys prepared as far as what I present. But basically, the main reason a lot of what I'm showing here is basically how the inflammation, inflammation as a whole, is a good thing. It's a positive response of your body reacting to injuries, to illnesses, and whatnot. So it's positive. The problem is when the inflammation gets chronic, where your body's constantly attacking itself. And there's reasons why that happens. A lot of it has to do with your adaptive immune system. You'll see that in one of the slides coming up. So I show basically your general immune system, your innate immune system, and then your adaptive. When the adaptive immune system gets out of whack, then that's when the body starts attacking itself. That's when you start getting those chronic allergies and those autoimmune diseases and whatnot. So, and the other thing is, especially with allergies, like 90% of allergies is food based. So again, what you eat has a lot to do with the inflammation or the chronic inflammation that you oftentimes see. So, just you could certainly pay attention to those notes in the slides as well, certainly as you go through them. But I want to kind of make that distinction between acute. So, for example, if you bang into something, you swell up. That's what your body's supposed to do. That opens up the capillaries to get blood in the white blood cells in there to start doing their job to heal up. But what happens when, like I said, when things get out of whack, when your body's constantly in a state of trying to heal itself, but it's harming at the same time? What you're putting into your body that makes your body then goes and does things they shouldn't be doing. That's where the chronic inflammation comes in, and that's what can really offset you in a lot of different ways. So again, hopefully the slides be useful, certainly as you go through them. But really that last point on the adaptive immune system, that's really where the sweet spot is, because when that adaptive immune system gets out of whack, then that throws everything off and the body starts literally attacking itself. So you got to, do things and take, certain things that certainly help overcome some of those things. And those are some of the things I want to highlight, at least from my perspective. I know, Coach, you have some background with this, and certainly so does Pete. So you guys can certainly talk about it from your perspective. But that's kind of where I was going with the conversation. So, so again, use the slides if you think they're useful. But other than that, like I said, I just wanted to chime in, and I should be definitely on, God willing, I'll be on next week, because I fly out Friday next week. It just so happened that I caught an early Thursday one here. So, and you see how the day went. So it's and the same thing happened last week too. On Friday, it was the exact same thing that happened today. 5 hours layover in the airport, and but like I said, just get home, and I thank God. So
And
all
and
good
that's the
there.
most important thing, brother Bennett, man. Listen, man, I understand your dedication, but man, your safety comes first above all of this, man. So
Indeed.
yeah, man, it's all going, yeah, it's happening the way it's supposed to happen. But I do want to ask you a question. I know you got
So
short
with that,
time. We talked
yeah,
about
that means so. That means sorry. So go ahead. Go ahead.
allergic reaction, chemical irritants, and infection.
Mhm.
Have you ever experienced any one of those three or all of those three based off, having inflammation and with allergic reaction to something?
Well, absolutely, absolutely, and that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. The that reaction is a healthy thing for the body. Like if you have allergies,
Yeah.
like airborne allergies, like your histamines get triggered to swell up to block those allergens. So you get allergens into your blood, into your nasal passages. You
Yeah.
swell up because the body's trying to trap those things so that the white blood cells and whatnot can go and attack it. But the problem is a lot of those things that are coming in, they're not necessarily harmful to the body, but the body doesn't make that distinction. So again, you swell up and you have the allergies and the tears that you develop. That's also a part of your immune system because
Yeah.
that water from your tears is supposed to trap and block those allergens and toxins and things like that. So yes, well, absolutely, all those things, infections or whatnot, reactions to certain medications that are supposed to be helpful, certain antibodies. Yeah, absolutely, all those things have been found.
No. Have you experienced any of them? You say you have experienced them?
Yes, for sure, for
Okay,
sure.
yeah. Oh, yeah. This is like, was it more so when you were younger or since you've gotten older?
Well, no, nothing in terms of chronic, but
No,
certainly
no,
acute. Yeah,
acute. Any
yeah.
allergic reaction? Have you have an allergic reaction to something?
Yes, so certainly there's a certain antibiotic, for example, it's called amoxicillin.
Yeah.
That if I take that, I get like rashes
Okay.
on my body when I take that.
Okay.
But again, like I said, that reaction, that's your body saying because it
Yeah.
doesn't recognize or it treats that, even though I'm taking the antibodies for a good reason.
Right.
My body in particular, because everybody's different, my body reacts differently to that. And
Right. Right.
so that's one of the things, even when I go now to see a doctor, they'll say, well, do you have any allergies to certain medications?
Right.
So I always mark that down as something that I react to. So again, even when it comes to digestion, because that's another part of inflammation as well, there's certain foods I don't process very well. So for example, I love raw broccoli, for example, but I don't digest it very well. And so what happens is I get real bloated and gassy if I eat like raw, like if it's in like one of those veggie baskets or plates or platters or whatever. I love it, but if I eat too much, I start to gas up because my body doesn't digest. Cooked broccoli is fine, but raw
Raw
broccoli, that's
broccoli.
another,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a thing that just bloats me up and I just, and it just gas me. So again, so that inflammation again, when your body can't digest certain foods and you get that blasting things again, that's also part of the inflammatory response of your body saying, I can't handle these things. So you also got to know yourself, what you can and cannot have, so that you can, prevent those side effects, if you will, from digesting certain things or what have you, or if you eating things that that disrupt your microbiome. That's another slide I have in there. Your microbiome and your gut health is also majorly important. If that gets thrown off, that also leads to inflammation as well. So again, keeping a healthy gut, keeping your body being able to digest the foods that it's eating, those are things that are also very important. So I got another slide in there talking about your microbiome.
Yeah. We got.
Yeah, so
Don't give
that'll
it
be
away.
so that'll be another thing to talk about as well. But yeah, definitely digestive issues I've certainly had in the past, and like I said, certain medications, certain antibiotics, yeah, don't work with me too well.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. So salute, man. Listen, man, brother Bennett is traveling and he's still on live with us, standing in line trying to board the plane, man. So let's continue down the list real quick. Sparta, you got anything to say,
All right,
man? You
well,
want anything you
look,
want? What you
yeah, go
gone?
ahead. Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I'm about to bounce in a minute, but yeah,
Well,
if you
go
got
ahead,
one,
man.
yeah,
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
well, me and you gonna have a long conversation very soon about you not being on this show.
Oh,
So that's
shit.
all I'm gonna say. As a CEO of this network, I got to put my foot down, and I'll be a bad guy once in a while.
Okay, so join me next week as I launch my new show on my own network and whatnot, and all the ideas and everything I want to start, I'll be putting in that space. So tune in next week and watch the launching debut of my show. I've been waiting for this opportunity for a long time, so now I get to see
You faded out, brother. You
Thank God,
faded out.
Joe. Well, seriously, all joking aside, safe travels, and we all love you on this side, bro. Can't wait to see you back on.
it. All right, guys,
For
take
sure,
care.
man.
Peace.
All right, later.
Oh man.
All
So
right,
you,
go ahead.
you ready to continue, man?
Yeah, let's
So
rock this, bro. Come on,
so,
we're gonna kill
yeah.
this tonight.
All right. So another form of acute inflammation is trauma injury.
Good point. Never thought about that.
So and that could be either psychological or physical. You break an arm, that's traumatic, and it's a little acute. The pain was caused by something, and here you are. Your body's reacting to it, especially once those nerves come down. You ever heard of people like me playing football? I would get all kinds of scratches, all kinds of bruises, and I wouldn't even feel them. But once I took a shower and cooled down, like, ooh, what's that? Look over, like, ooh, it's a knot on my forearm, But when that adrenaline's flowing and everything's moving, it's I don't think most people react to it the same as when you're in a calm state of mind. You know what I'm saying? But breaking a wrist, I don't know. I never broke anything, but to me, I think the pain would be the same whether I broke my wrist or my ankle.
It
Something's
really
broke.
depends. It really depends because I have a little experience with broken bones of being
Okay.
martial arts. You break bones all the time in martial arts. You can't avoid it as much as you want. I have broken my legs, shins, arms twice, knuckles. I still have microfractures in my knuckles actually. Ribs are broken more times I can count actually. Those that are the easiest to break. So the one that was the worst one for me was my hand
Okay.
because I was in a match. Dren was pumped. I'm going, whoa, whoa. I'm going at this guy like I want to win the match. So my gloves on. I didn't feel anything at this point, and so I ripped my glove on. Like I had a break for a minute. I took a little water. I was take a breather to get called up again for my next match, and my instructor comes out like, "Dude, your hand is broken." No, it wasn't my wrist. I'm lying to you guys. It was my arm, part of my arm, and my hand. It was like I had broken a couple places. And I go like, no, it's not. It's fine. It's just I'm just bruised up a little bit because I'm fighting. You get bruised up in a fight. He goes, oh yeah. He grabs my hand. I go, ah! I went straight down like you're done. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like he starts squeezing on. Okay, I'm done. And like he went up to the judge. He's out. His hand is broken. He's done. They came out, checked me out. I'm like, yep, your hand is broken in several places. Didn't realize I did it, to be honest with you. Again, the adrenaline was kicking. Same thing with the ribs. When I got kicked into the ribs and my, I think it was 2 ribs, if I remember correctly, I broke. I didn't realize I was broken. I realized something was wrong because I couldn't breathe. And that was freaking me out. So at one point, the judge looked at me like, you okay? Like, no, I need my sensei. He goes, okay, time. Neo calls him over. He goes, what's going on? And he goes like, I can't breathe. All right. Takes my key out. He's just checking me. Calls the medics over. He goes, "Yep, you're out. Your ribs broken." It happens very common in karate tournaments. The worst one I saw that I was not a part. A crescent kick is when you come from one side straight down like a knife. Right? He went down to his collarbone. The guy. Oh, that was the most brutal kick I ever saw in all my life. So this stuff happens more often as you think. And martial artists have microfractures because as much as you get trained to punch a certain way over and over and over during a match, sometimes you're in a moment, you just go for it and you forget your training sometimes. And you realize you forget what you screwed up after your hands all fucked up. You were a football player. About you? Anything like that in football? Bruises, bumps, concussions?
Yeah, that's what I said, man. I was, football, you get all these bruises and bumps, and I wouldn't know it until I've cooled down. Then I would. And one of the big things that they always taught us in sports is when you do have an injury, almost every injury, especially on the field, put ice on it. They would put ice on everything. And I've always stuck to that model. To sort of get that blood flow to slow down. A lot of times when that blood flow start pumping into that area is when you get that inflammation and that pain. So the ice would slow down that blood flow, sort of numb it up, so you can at least get opportunity to get some professional help. So yeah. So let's keep moving, man. So let's go. Burns. You ever been burned? Hey, I believe half America's been burned of some capacity. Sunburn,
Uh,
uh, I don't know, burnt with a cigarette, burnt with a flame, a fire, trying to
So
hold.
the very worst burn was for me is the first burn. The first one I want to say is I thought I burned myself really bad, but I didn't. I'm cooking, I'm still a cook at this point. I'm moving. I had tickets coming, and I'm just going. So was my chef or was my teammate? My teammate put a sizzler on the flame. Didn't say Pete hot. So I go and grabbed it barehanded. I was like, ho, that's hot. I literally put it in ice, nothing. And that is the worst thing you can do for burns, actually. You want to generally cool the skin down slowly.
Gradually, yeah.
The worst one that I actually had to be out of the kitchen for 3 weeks. That's how bad it was. I was in a hurry. I was falling behind. I was cooking sweet potatoes and baked potatoes. So when I went to check them, it slipped out. And I had a mitt in this hand, nothing in this hand. So I reacted. I grabbed it barehanded. I froze. I looked at it. Then I dropped it. So I was working for the hospital. They sent me down in the yard, checked my hand. Like, they pulled me out of work immediately. The next day, I went to Point Health. I had to go through all this 9 yards. And I had literally 2nd-degree burns. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, man.
Oh.
You better than me. Soon as I looked at my hand and it was burnt, I would have went straight to the ER. I would have went straight. I wasn't going home. Let me go to the emergency room first. But
I'm so used to it, so I didn't think anything of it. So when my manager saw my hand, she goes, "Holy shit, your hand is bad. You need to go to the ER right now." And I went straight ahead there.
Yeah, man, your hands are part of your livelihood, man. So take care of your hands. Be very careful with your hands. So let's finish this up, man. So another form of acute inflammation is a laceration, cut, or wound. Yes, man. Like I was just explaining, man, I still got cuts on my hand at the bottom right here where I cut my hand as a kid. It was some glass in a field, like a little yard we were in. Looked like somebody just busted a bottle, and I came down. It just sliced my whole hand straight through, right? And I've never been a big bleeder. And I remember I was probably about 8 or 9, maybe younger. But when I sliced my hand, of course, it stung like hell. And when I looked at it, I just pressed the skin down for about 30, 40 minutes. I don't know what made me do it. I wasn't taught at that time. I was a kid. And I just pressed it down because the way it sort of cut open, I could just press the skin together. And I pressed it together. I held it for about 30 minutes and it stopped bleeding. I didn't lose a lot of blood. I lost some, but then I remember once that scab developed, and it would just be hard to just move my hand because the scab, of course, makes the skin, as the skin's trying to grow back, it gets real hard, like a old fried piece of chicken. And so I would always feel the pain, you know what I'm saying? You can feel it. So yeah, inflammation, man. I know you had some cuts. Yeah, you just talked about how you broke bones. So yes, you got wounds. You have do you have any abnormal cuts or anything?
Actually, it was recent. I was cleaning up the kitchen, and we have a big ass aluminum foil. You know, the part of it has like a razor slices. So I threw it up there on the hot box. My luck, when it went up, it hit the lip and it went down. As I'm going straight forward to clean something, I didn't realize it went whoop right on my hand. Oh,
that's
that
crazy.
sucker stung. I couldn't stop the bleeding, the sucker. So I head down to one of the nurses. They checked my hand, like I was joking around with the nurse. I go, "All right, tell me the truth. Am I gonna lose a finger?" She goes, "No, but you guys are pretty fucking good." She looks at my hand. She goes, "You don't need stitches. That's a good thing, but you really need to watch this carefully. But you need to at least be careful the 4 or 5 days because this can actually get affected very easily." So my hand was all wrapped up like a mummy walking out of there. Like it was pretty gnarly. I'm not gonna deny that. That was the worst cut I ever had.
So yeah, man, salute to you. I'm on mute. Yeah, I'm not on mute. I thought I was on mute, man. Salute to you, man. Yeah, man. So let's what's the last one? Frostbite. Ooh wee. I know you live upstate, man. I know it's been some plenty of days you had to go out and that temperature was below freezing and wind chills below freezing, and
Oh yeah, absolutely.
you got to get out, shovel snow, things like that.
I had multiple times more I can remember. When I lived in New York, when I lived up here, when I lived in Mount Pocono, um, snow and me don't get along. I don't mind looking at it from the house. I don't mind be snowing in, but I hate when I have to.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say.
yeah.
I hate shovels.
Anytime you got to shovel snow, man, it's a daunting task. And don't shoveling snow seem like it's a lonely task though.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? You be looking at the snow like, damn, all this snow, it ain't moving. You know. So yeah, I've never bought a snowblower. I could have bought a snowblower, but I'd rather do it physically. Give me a chance to just think through some stuff and take out some stress. You know what I'm saying? I've been shoveling snow since I was a kid, and I always took pride in shoveling snow. So yeah, it's just interesting, man. Frostbite, but definitely put on more layers. You don't want to experience frostbite because frostbite is almost like uh, burning of the skin and burning of the tissues in your body, especially the area that is frostbitten. You can lose fingers, toes, legs, arms, buttocks, whatever's frostbitten, gonna have to get cut out. And so it's important to definitely know your environments. If you ever go to a cold region, make sure you wear proper clothing, prepare for that expedition, I guess. I hope I'm saying it right, but yeah, prepare yourself, and you can always take clothes off if you get too hot. So yeah, man, let's move over to chronic inflammation, man. Now, chronic one is these big boys. The chronic inflammation is the big boys. You really can't control that. You can't control the acute. Some you can, some you can't. But chronic is almost like, okay, this is serious and it's life threatening. Acute probably can be cured with some medication, some cream, some vitamins, some medication, things that can. But when you're talking cardiovascular, when you're talking chronic inflammation, you're talking about vascular disease. What is that dealing with? It's dealing with your heart.
Mhm.
You develop heart disease. And when your heart is aching, your body is going to ache. Smarty, you know anybody that's experienced heart issues?
My father actually.
Okay.
He suffers from years and years of heart problems, partially because he never took care of himself. As a cab driver, he was driving 10, 12, 15, 16 hours a day, eating junk like McDonald's, pizzas,
Mm.
stuff he can literally eat in one hand, drive in the other one. So,
Okay.
his heart got worse and worse and worse. Recently, about a year ago, he had an open heart surgery. Excuse me. That's how bad it got. So, his heart is always something to be challenged. Even he gets too upset, and my dad has a very sharp temper, and he has literally had chest pains because how much he gets upset, and you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Totally understand.
Yeah.
My pops, man, he had 8 heart attacks over the course of, I don't know, 2 weeks. They called them baby heart attacks. And he was so strong, I guess, and he walked himself to the emergency room. It's crazy.
I see people do that. I saw
Mhm.
people do that multiple times in the restaurant business. Oh my! Trust me, like literally got in a car, drove, and and looked at him like, yeah, you shouldn't be driving.
Yeah. Yeah. But sometimes as men, we I guess what I'm trying to say is as men, we sometimes don't always charge our batteries. A lot of
That's
times
true.
we just go and believe that we have enough to get the job done. And, a lot of times people sort of take their bodies for granted, especially as we age. So even with Brother Bennett, he works out often, but he was neglecting his body, his inner body. and he got some, went and got some physicals done, and they were able to detect some things that could be improved. And I think that's important for everybody as we age. Make sure you visit your doctors, find out a little, research a little bit about what you believe is going on with you, so you can have a better discussion with your doctor. So yeah, man, salute to the people who have heart issues. So neurological disease, I think I'll fall under this per se because I've had back surgery, knee surgery. I have degenerative spine disease. It limits my daily function, but not too much.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I guess I push through it. I'm just talking about recharging my battery. Sometimes I just push through it because it's me and my wife, and she helps me a lot. I don't need help. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I'm not. I can move around, and but it ain't. I ain't doing too much. I ain't doing too much. You have any? I know you're on your feet a lot. Do you have any issues with your back or your feet or legs?
My feet are always killing me. I built a lot of callus over the years under my feet. First was martial arts.
Okay.
Now I'm on my feet. All those chef shoes or slippers and shoes are not give. I mean, they're harsh on your feet. I know a lot of chefs that have build up callus on their feet. Um, Pretty bad actually. Now we come down to anybody else in my family. For example, my mom. She had a total knee replacement years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's not because it was her weight. Actually, she had a. It was like it was a brief story. How can I put this? She was dragged by a car in Greece. There's a long story behind that. But that damaged her knees to the point that she had two knee surgeries. Then they finally said, "Listen, you need this not going to take anymore. You need total knee
Okay.
replacement." And they did a surgery about 10 years ago, the knee replacement. And she still struggles with her knees and stuff like that. Obviously, she is 76 at this point. She is overweight and she has a lot of things against her. So, and I get it. And they keep telling her physical therapy, and she hates doing physical therapy because it hurts her. And I try to explain to her, and this is the language barrier part she doesn't understand: is pain sometimes is good to make you feel better,
Mm-hmm. Yes, for sure.
and she doesn't understand that, unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why Peter is there, ladies and gentlemen. The ghost of Sparta will always ensure that his mom is well informed. Despite how she feels, Peter will make sure that she is getting the proper care and following the recommendations of her professional healthcare provider. Thank you, ladies and
The funny thing about all that, really fast, and we'll get back on subject, is she might be cursing me out half the times when she's at the doctors and all this stuff, but she has mentioned it to me multiple times, and other people like she's lucky to have me because other people will not deal with her. They'll shove her right in a nursing home, and I won't. I refuse to do that. As long as I can have strength in my body and breath in my lungs, I'm gonna take my mom to the last day I can.
Yes. Yes. Salute, man. Autoimmune disease. Man, that's an interesting thing to have because the list is so long, man. It's type 1 diabetes, ulcerative colitis, uh, what is it? Alopecia, Crohn's disease, dermatitis, Graves' disease. Man, there's some of this list, man. I can't even pronounce some of these words. Inflammatory bowel disease, lupus, multiple sclerosis. So, when you have autoimmune diseases, it's like a deficiency in your immune system, and your chemicals are off, and one thing can affect two or three. So again, it's very important to be in tune with your body as you get older. Ask the doctor questions. The only dumb question when it comes to going to your doctor is the question you don't ask. That's the only dumb question. Every question is relevant. Every question is relevant. Don't dismiss the question. And if you're not quite sure and you think you'll forget, Get you a little notepad and write it down. Write down your questions so you can always have a reference. Once you able to have a reference, you'll be able to sort of articulate yourself a little bit better. So yeah, don't be afraid, ladies and gentlemen. Ask questions.
Mhm.
Rheumatoid arthritis. I, I thought I had a little bit of arthritis. A lot of my joints, are starting to they pop a lot and they tense up a bit. And I just had some tests, man, over the last month, 5 or 6 weeks, and they all came back negative because they took like 8 vials of blood out of me to test everything from HIV to I don't know, so many other things, arthritis. I don't know. I forgot the list. The lady that read the stuff off. I'm like, man, but everything came out good. I have yeah, I think one of the blood tests, my levels were high, but I do have high blood pressure.
Mhm.
Something that's developed since I've been injured a lot. Well, since I first got injured when I was in the service, my blood pressure's always been sort of high. But I take medication for it, so I manage it. But it's still, I guess I'm older, so I
When
don't
you
get.
were younger, did you eat a lot of red meat? Because I know I hear a lot of people have
No,
blood.
I never really ate a lot of red meat, man. I did eat red meat, but I was always active. I didn't have any health issues when I was younger, up until I got injured. Like when I hurt my back, that's the only health issues I started to have. And then as I got, as a result of having that injury, I started having other issues down my legs, and it used to spread through my back. And but yeah, we didn't eat a lot of red meat. My mother maybe made a roast on every other Sunday, but even as an adult, I don't eat a lot of red meat. I like it, but I just don't eat a lot of it.
Mhm.
So yeah, man. What about you, man? You know anybody in your family with any of these autoimmune disease issues, man? Like lupus or Crohn's disease or
Nobody in
anything?
my family, but I do have a friend of mine that has Crohn's disease,
Mm-hmm.
and I yell at him all the time. His diet has always been very bad, and it continues to be bad. So he's still gonna have all these health issues if he doesn't watch his diet. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, for sure, man. Salute to the people who deal with these issues, man. So cancer, man. Listen, man. I have a younger sister. She has cancer 3 times.
This is a sore subject for me. You know that still. So my mother actually, she had cancer once and she beat it completely, never came back. The one that is kicking her ass, but she's keep beating it, and she keeps kicking his ass back. Is colon cancer stage 3. The first time she had it, I kind of got in a really bad argument with her because if she got checked earlier, she would, and she didn't want to get a colonoscopy. And I'm telling you right now, you like it or not, get your colonoscopy done. That's the only
Yes,
way to find out what's going on with your colon and anything else in your intestines.
yes,
He goes, you don't want nothing up your ass? Oh well, guess what? Something's going up your ass. You like it or not? It's simple. It's not painful. It's
shit.
painless, actually. So if she got it checked early enough, stage 1 is very curable. It's literally snip, snip, done. That's how fast it is, and and
Yes,
no chemo, nothing. Stage 2, not as much. Little chemo. When my mom is in stage 3, she is the beginning of stage 3 towards more stage 2. It's weird because they have it like A, B, C, and so on, alphabetized with a number. What the letter and number is, it determines where she falls. So she's like 3A, I think it is, and it's very beginning. But you don't want to go through cancer at all. Another buddy of mine, a very good chef of mine, he told me pretty much everything I know. He got worse. He got lung, and kidney, lung and colon together. So he got it pretty bad.
Yeah, man. Salute to your parents, man. Salute to everybody that deals with cancer, man. It's a deadly disease. Make sure you get your checkups, your tests done, your colon, everything. Every test you need to get to be around for a lot of years to come for your family.
Absolutely.
Please get it done. Please get it done. Don't let your stubbornness get in the way of you being around on this earth a little longer. Don't do it. What's that? Fibromyalgia? I think I said it right. Fibromyalgia. I'm
That
not
I'm not
quite sure
familiar
what
with.
that is. Huh?
I'm not familiar with that at all. That's too fancy for my terminology. So, do you want to look it up or should I?
Yeah, I'm looking it up now, man. How you spell fibromyalgia, man? That's a difficult word to spell too, man. All right, let's see what it says, man. The symptoms of fibromyalgia is a chronic condition that characterized by widespread pain, fatigue, and other symptoms. Common symptoms, if a pain consists for 3 months, it may be described as itching, burning, or throbbing. Like I have this because I have all that. No, I don't have the itching, but I do have the burning and throbbing. Pain can affect multiple body areas, including the neck, shoulders. Yep, I got that, back, hips, leg. I got all that. That's where I'm at right now. Fibromyalgia.
So pretty much
Yes,
you just diagnose yourself.
yes. I just realized what's going on with me, and this is serious too, because I go to the doctor at least twice a year, and they deal with my neck pain and my shoulders, uh, my back pain, my hip. I got a bursitis of a hip, and that's a crazy injury to have because it's untreatable. When you got an injury that's untreatable, you in for a long ride, and that's where I'm at. Legs, okay, yeah. So yeah, extreme tiredness that is not relieved by rest. That's the fatigue symptoms of it.
Mhm.
Difficulty falling or staying asleep. I may have difficulty falling asleep because when I lay on my left side is where I have the bursitis. And the bursitis is nothing but in each of our joints, we have these little sac bubbles. I don't know how big they are, but when I saw it on MRI, it's about the size of a regular, those little blow bubbles, but they sort of squish like this, and mine busted. So it causes the bone to rub up against the bone. So I wouldn't recommend this type of injury because it can't be treated. They can't go in and put a little bubble in your body and expect for it to move around like the natural air pockets in your body. It just won't happen. So I just have to deal with it. So it says you may have difficulty concentrating, remembering, and making decisions, have some brain fogs, mental sluggish. I've had some issues with concentrating, remembering, not concentrating, because I can always concentrate enough to get the job done. Remembering was my biggest thing because my wife used to be like, "Remember?" I'm like, "No, I don't remember that." So, and I don't really have the experience of brain fogs or feeling mentally sluggish. I never understood that. I've always sort of believed in mind over body. I control my mind. So a lot of things I don't know. I just don't buy into like I'm gonna be so mentally drained that I can't function. I just don't operate that way. But all these other symptoms. What about you? I know you have you had some lingering issues with your injuries that you had over the years?
Sometimes when the weather acts up a little bit, cold weather, my bones kind of ache
Okay,
and hurt a little bit because again, they're all injuries. My
okay,
shoulders, and like it depends how cold it gets. Some days is like I feel it. It takes me a minute to get out of bed. and that is literally one of the worst feelings ever.
Okay, so yeah, man. So I guess how do you deal with it? Like, say when you at this state when your body is reacting negatively and you're feeling those inflammations, how do you respond to it?
Suck it up and be a man and get out of bed and go to work.
Okay, that's
I
pretty
have
much it.
Yeah. What does help a lot, and I don't know about you, and I know I have no room to talk right now because how hectic my work schedule is actually working out.
Okay,
Working out and being on a decent diet helps work, and obviously hydration.
okay,
That's the three best advice I can give anybody who has multiple injuries like myself over the years, from doing sports or an activity they love or whatever the case was. Stay active,
okay,
eat a good diet, and stay hydrated. Those are three things, and sleep, of course. You know,
okay.
everything we're all supposed to be doing, but most of us don't do because of whatever life it happens to us.
Right, right. Yeah, there you go. See, Sparta, work through the pain. Pain is a part of the process. When your body starts to heal itself, that initial inflammation puts your body in a fighting state. Your body will fight to survive. It's
Absolutely.
up it's up to you to make sure you're giving your body the proper treatments.
Yeah.
So whether you have an acute inflammation, a chronic inflammation, get the information of what's causing the inflammation and use that information to get the proper treatment, the proper care. So yeah, so chronic fatigue syndrome, yeah, I guess we all know what that is. You're so tired and worn out, you just can't function normal. You can't go about your day. You're getting tired for no apparent reason. You slept 8, 9, 10 hours and you're still tired. That's because you are experiencing probably something acute or chronic. Could be some lingering issues that you are not aware of coming from within the body. Some balances may be off, some chemical imbalances may be taking place. You may have some greater issues, such as a cancer uh, or heart disease, let's call it, high blood pressure, lupus, fibromyalgia. All of those things could affect your fatigue. So,
Hmm.
yeah, man. Anything you want to add, man, before we move on to the next slide?
No, let's go to the next one.
All right, let's do it, man. Let's go to the next slide. Acute inflammation, innate immunity, stimulus, immune helper cells do their job of healing. I think this is what Brother Bennett was sort of alluding to earlier. Like part of that acute stage is is uh, is needed for the body. When we go back to the inflammation, so a part of that initial drama to the body, whether you, like you said, you break a bone, you get a burn, uh, your body is always going to fight to survive.
Absolutely.
And so the stimulants is the issue that cause your body to start reacting. The immune helper cells do their job, like those cells that are going around in your body looking for a fight, looking for something that's foreign to your body outside of its normal functioning range, and it's ready to fight it. And it will put up a good fight as long as it can. But then you have to be ready to step in and provide the proper treatments and the proper um, medicines and therapies that could help your body get back to its normal state. And then it ends, once the stimulus ends, then you start the healing process. Once you address the issue with proper treatments, a lot of time that acute situation may start to, uh, I guess, unwind itself, and your body can start getting back to normal to start the healing process. So, Yeah, man. So chronic inflammation. My fault, Sparta, you want to add anything?
I have nothing on that right now.
Oh, okay. So chronic inflammation, adaptive immunity, innate immunity, adaptive immunity. Your body can adapt to the changes. Ongoing stimulus. Immune helper cells try to do their job of healing, but ongoing stimulus results in more cell recruitment, increased inflammation, and changes to cells. Repetitive cycle, increased disease. Mm, Immune helper cells, that's the key part right here. Your helper cells, the cells that's going around looking for a fight, they try to do their job. But the healing of the stimulants has not been completed. So as long as that stimulant, that outside factor sort of is attacking your body, then the immune helpers can't do their job. And those stimulants continue to grow and grow and grow, which will continue to increase the pain and also may lead to very, very grave issues, situations. So now, as those cells grow, they're sort of the helper cells are sort of taking on the personality of those other stimulants, those cells that are unhealthy for you, that pain, and it just becomes a repetitive cycle, and the disease level goes up. People's sometimes people's I guess their healing process fails after they've been healed. Their treatment of the stimulants may back off a little bit, and not sure and understanding that stimulants needs to be completely wiped out. People go back to their normal lifestyles, and a lot of times things reoccur because it wasn't completely wiped out. And I think that sometimes that's where the health field fails us, because it doesn't really try to cure the issue. It just throws a band-aid over it and say, see you in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, come back and we'll take some more of your money. So I think that's where the health system is failing the people in America, because it's always people being born every day. It's always people going to be needing health care. And I think those that are in power understand this, and you have to pay top dollar for limited care. And it's just unfortunate. So, but now that you know, and you don't have to pay for this information through the Sparta HQ network, then we're going to provide it, and hopefully someone can utilize this to make better decisions concerning their health. So let's go to the next slide, man. Inflammation, inflammatory response, toxins, bacteria, viruses, allergies, stress, some foods. So basically, a lot of these things ain't good for you if you have an inflammation. Certain foods you eat can continue to trigger the inflammatory response. Certain foods, certain toxins, that's all the toxin is, something bad for your body. And a lot of people don't flush toxins out of their body. They allow certain toxins to remain in their body. And the more you eat a certain food and things like that, those toxins just grow and grow and grow and grow. Bacteria, food poisoning can cause an inflammatory response to your body. We know it hurts your stomach. We know it takes your energy, but that's why it's important to wash your hands. Make sure your food is well cooked. I know Sparta, he's a chef, so he better not bring nothing, I would say no more than a medium well steak to the table.
Actually,
So,
temperature steaks is not like mid rare steak is not gonna hurt you. Or where the tricky part comes in is more chicken and pork. the DOH, the health department, says you can do different temperatures on pork now. I personally disagree with that, but who the hell am I to argue that? But chicken, most people do undercook chicken, believe it or not. They don't realize that
Mm,
because they're not using a thermometer; they're doing it by eye. It
hmm.
looks done, but most times it's not. So keep it a little longer than you think.
Oh yeah, give it a little longer than you think. Make sure the chicken is crispy, crispy, not just a little crispy. And what I do when I make chicken, I usually poke a hole somewhere in the food. A lot
Hmm.
of times when I cook it, especially when I'm barbecuing, I always put slits or slices in the whatever I'm cooking on the grill, whether it's a sausage, burgers, steak, ribs, chicken. I always slice up the chicken because sometimes it can fool you. Chicken can be one of those foods that look good when you got it all nice and battered up, and you go bite into it, then you got a red rosy rolling down your chin, and yeah, and then chickens carry certain parasites. Certain foods carry parasites, and they have to be cooked out. They have to be cooked out. So be careful. Make sure your food is well prepared. Follow the recommendations of whatever it is you cook. So let's go. Let's say viruses. Yeah, certain viruses. I would think a cold is a virus. The flu is a virus. You pass it around when you talk working with children, um, working in hospitals, being confined in tight spaces. Sort of like with COVID. They sort of made you distance yourself. They took kids out of schools because they understand kids, they touch and spread germs from the front door to the back door. And even as adults, sometimes, I think people take cleanliness for granted. I'm a stickler on washing my hands every time I come in the house. If I'm outside, I'm washing my hands. And I'm almost doing it like a doctor because I'm gonna lather up a couple of times, scrub my fingernails on my hand, a couple of minutes, and make sure the soap is all over my hand, between my fingers, all of that, my nails. So, what about you, Sparta? I know being a chef, man, you probably wash your hands 15 times, 20 times a day.
I'm actually the most. I'm one of the most cleanest persons in my kitchen. I'm chasing everybody to wash their hands. And like, oh, they come, oh, my hands dries up. What? Use lotion. I tell them after the day. But I wash my hands more times than I can count. Like every time I use the bathroom, I literally wash my hands when I'm done using the bathroom and when I get back in my kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a habit I have. Part of the habit is if somebody says I need to wash my hands, you see me wash my hands.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to know how long to wash your hands, sing happy birthday to yourself 3 times. That's how you know you got all the bacteria off your hands. But
Yeah,
also, it's just thing good bacteria too. You don't want to get rid of that either.
yeah, yeah, for sure, man. Yes, make sure that you're washing your hands properly with and I prefer to use warm water, something like that. I don't know, it just always feel better when my hands are washed in warm water for some reason. But yeah, allergies. Do you have any allergies outside of?
No, I'm actually one of a few lucky ones.
Yeah, I don't have any allergies. My wife has allergies. I get her allergy medicine all the time. I'm not allergic to anything, and yeah, it's amazing that I'm not. Because I hate needles, and so thank God for that. Stress, yeah, I can see stress being an inflammatory. I think a lot of people suffer from stress, especially a lot of modern folk. We all have some forms of stress because we want to work, we want to do things in our personal time. The days are short. It seems like it is not enough hours in a day. You still have to get your 8 hours of sleep, which I don't think most people do. Maybe 6 hours.
If
You
you're
know,
lucky.
sometimes I tell my wife, "Go lay down." My wife she's one of those. When her eyes open, she's up. I'm like, no, go lay down. Go let your body rest. And she'll fight it to the end until I go in there 30 minutes later and she over there sleeping. And I'm like, What happened? Then she'll wake up 4 hours later, talk about, I must have dozed off. You must have dozed off. You was out of it. That's why I came to check on you. Oh, I needed that. I know you needed it. I can see it sometime. Like, just go lay down. Get your body up.
And that's the worst part when you're actually fighting the sleep and you really
Yeah,
need it.
yeah, yeah. And it's not healthy though, because I think people, especially when you're young, you sort of take it for granted. Take sleep, kid, you gotta go to school, but you up to 1 o'clock, gotta be up at 7, 6. So yeah, even then it's unhealthy to stay up and be on device. Sometimes you just have to read yourself to sleep, or just think about some things that you can accomplish the next day, or things that you can improve on. That helps you fall asleep real quick. So yeah, man, make sure you eat healthy, watch your foods that you eat. And just because something is good for me, it may not be good for Sparta. So read your labels. We did a show on that last week, in a couple of weeks. Read your labels so you can make sure that your body is ingesting and digesting the foods properly. So salute, man. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Inflammation and immune system. Inflammation and immune system. Innate external barriers. I like that. Skin. Yeah, the skin. Skin is like a shield of life, the shield to your body. You can deflect stuff with your arms and legs, your skin, unless it's a very pointed or sharp object, it may not even penetrate your skin. That's how tough the skin is. But also, the skin is so sensitive that the sun can cause issues with the skin. Mucus. Spot, I don't know about you, but I truly believe this. Always get that mucus out of your body,
I
whether
agree.
you spit it out, blow it out, get it out your body. And the one thing I don't, I haven't, I would say is true based off what I've read. I, most of the time when I drink water, I put lemon in it because lemon helps break up the mucus
Hmm.
in your lungs and throughout your body. So I love lemon water. I'm not into a lot of the other, you know, flavors and fruits you can put in there, but lemon water is all. It every time I go to a restaurant, lemon water. Bring me a bowl of lemons and keep my water glass full. I very seldom drink any type of beverage outside of water when I go out to eat. Very seldom.
Um, so my 90% is like plain water. I drink that mostly through the day. I'll hit a little soda here and there, and I made that public announce too. But lemon water, yeah, it's definitely a go-to. Can't go wrong with it. Never can go wrong
Yeah,
with lemon water. It also helps with metabolism too.
for sure, man. Hey, man, let's take a time out, man. Just acknowledge some people in our chat, man. Who we got in our chat, man? We got uh, who is that? What's that? 2012 EJN 2012.
That our boy Eric, our official cheerleader.
What's up, Eric, man? Salute, man. We got Brother Bennett, of course. We got Mariana Constantine. What's up, my young lady? Salute. Thank you for joining us today. We got Wife School Podcast. Thank you for stopping by, sister. I seen her, man. She rolling, man. Wife School, man. Your voice is needed, sister. So share your voice. Believe me, it's needed.
But actually MIA for a while. I'm glad to see her back.
Yeah, man. YouTube is done. Look. YouTube can cause inflammation.
Oh, I
It's
know
an
personally.
it's a form of acute inflammation. So, yeah. Salute to it, man. So let's see, man. Innate non-specific system, digestive tract. Yes, 80% of immune system is in the gut. Woo!
Oh, absolutely.
Fevers. Yes, your gut, man. The foods we eat. Are you properly pushing them through your body? Does your body move uh, food waste out of your system? Does it get itself out? You know, my doctors, once they started giving me more information on my health, personal health, they wanted, well, they didn't want me, but they give me these fiber supplements, just the powder to drink to ensure that my feces pushes down and out. Some people may go all day without going. No, I can eat a meal, 15 minutes later, whatever I had before, it's coming out. It's getting out of my body, and I'm okay with that. I don't walk around holding it all day. So please, when you feel the need to get some of these things out of your system, pull over, find a restaurant, find a store, make a little bird's nest. I'm not saying, put your bare skin on the public bathroom, but make a little bird's nest. You know what I mean by that. Not with
Oh,
your
trust
hand.
me, I
Yeah,
know. I'm one of the most germaphobes out there when I use public bathrooms. I hate using
yeah,
public bathrooms.
yeah,
Go take a piss, I don't mind.
yeah,
It comes to the toilet, I take one lasso, two lassos, three lassos. Now I can sit down. If I don't have at least three lassos on the seats, no, I have.
I use about 6, sometimes 7.
Oh, you're as bad as me.
Yeah, I use about 6, sometimes 7. And that's in the, what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm not gonna be trying to walk around finish doing my shopping, and then get in my car, then take a chance on being stuck in somebody's traffic for 30, 40 minutes with my digestive system is saying, release me.
Dude,
Get
I
it
can't
out
tell
your
you
system.
how many times that has happened to me when I'm driving. I'm fine when I left work. It doesn't bother me. I'm good. 20 minutes in a row, fuck, not again.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes, again, that can control the inflammation in your body. You don't want to, I wouldn't make it a habit for nobody to just continue to go all day without releasing yourself. No, do it, get it out your system so your body can sort of go back to being normal. Let's see, inflammation and histamines, 90% of allergies are food based. Yes.
Mhm.
White blood cells versus of various types. Yes. Everything, like I said, 90%, that's an A. A lot of the foods that we eat have preservatives in it, which are not good for the human body. A lot of calories we eat are empty calories, just empty calories. It does our body no good. And I became knowledgeable of food allergy tests some years ago, meaning uh, you take a food allergy test and it'll give you a list of all the foods that you could be allergic to, even if that's your favorite food. A lot of us are walking around eating food that's basically not healthy for us, and we love it. Refuse to give it up. Refuse to give it up. And we wonder what's wrong with us. But I never tell the doctor, doctor, listen, I love peanuts. I eat peanuts every day, bag full. And I don't know what's going on. A lot of people just don't say what's going on. And they come out with it too late. So definitely go back, watch the show about labels, um, and the health benefits of reading labels, things that you can avoid uh, to stay out of the doctor's office, and things that you can do to sort of improve your immune system and ensure that you're not experiencing any type of inflammation in your body. So definitely check it
One thing
out.
I want to add to this is people don't know this, but your stomach has bacteria in it normally. There's good
Yes.
bacteria and bad bacteria. for you to figure out which one it is figuring out what foods work for you. Every food has a type of bacteria in it.
Yes.
You just have to find the right combination. For argument's sake, blue versus orange. I'm just using terminology, and you just gotta figure out, okay, is blue good with orange, or is it orange with black is with me, or whatever the case is. You just have to find the right combination.
Yes. And that is true, man. So please, if you got questions for your doctor, write them down. If your doctor make recommendations, follow the recommendations. Don't give me this, oh, you got to die for something. No, you got family. They care about you. You got to be around. So white blood cells of various types. Yeah, white blood cells are interesting. They're interesting. We have red blood cells, of course, but white blood cells carry a lot of oxygen.
Yeah.
Adaptive specific system. B cells, bone marrow, T cells, thymus, development antibodies against pathogens. Develop antibodies against pathogens. See, people, again, bone cancer. People have bone cancer. I know that's got to be painful. Your bones, man, that's the most inner core of your body, your bones. And for your bones to have issues, it has to be painful. It's probably like an earthquake. Every time you hit the ground, it just feel like your body just shattering.
And that's no way of life either. It has to hurt so much you don't want to do anything.
Yes, I can imagine, man. Well, I can't imagine, but I can visualize like, man, I know they got to be in pain. And it's crazy because a lot of times it happens to children too. And they have these deficiencies in their bones and bone marrow. That's interesting.
Hmm.
You know, need regulation of behavior or else they attack good cells. Yeah, see, we talked about that on the previous slide. You have to get in front of the bad cells, in front of the bad, um, I guess, inflammation. Get in front of it, treat it properly to alleviate some of that pain and to ensure that your good cells remain functional and don't get hijacked, ambushed. What's the other word? Ran a coup on. They can still function and help your body heal. So definitely stay in tune with your body. If you're over 50, you shouldn't miss a doctor appointment
Absolutely.
unless it's a medical emergency. But you shouldn't miss a doctor appointment. Go to the doctor, get your checkups, everything from your pinky toenail to the last hair on the top of your head. Get your checkups. Let's go to the next slide. Inflammation in your what's that microbiome? Wow, look at the picture here. All of these little different little micro moving around, different little signals being passed throughout your body. You look like you have a body of nuts and bolts. So your microphone is a large kingdom of organisms. So your body's your microphone. And it's a large kingdom of organisms. Bacteria, viruses, fungi, what's that? Prosties, microcosmic bugs, algae. That's what your body's made up of. It has fungi in it. It has viruses in it. That's how it knows
Like I
how
said,
to.
your body
I'm
has
sorry.
that normal bacteria. It's
Yes.
very natural. There's nothing weird or crazy about it. It has some
Yeah.
doctors.
Yes. Very natural. Yes. Yes. part of biology. Go learn some biology. I don't know if they're doing biology the old school way like they used to. I think it's just reading paper. You don't learn science just reading any paper or book at all. You would not learn science and biology. You have to actually go out and practice it so you can see certain outcomes that need to be achieved. Or you'll see certain outcomes that you can achieve based off the
Pretty much.
chemical imbalances and balances. So, very important. The collection of unique you and become more specialized as you grow older. Yes, as you grow older, you better become in tune with your body and what's going on. You need to ask questions of the doctor. What's going on with my shoulder? Why do I get this tingling going down my leg? Every time I sit down, I don't feel my legs. Every time I raise my right arm, I get a pain shooting down my back.
A lot of this stuff you feel like a normal day. It could be heart diseases. It could be cancer. It could be diabetes. It could be any multiple thing. Listen, I'm not a medical expert because I'm not.
Yes.
I can tell you about food any day you want, but you definitely, if you feel something like, that doesn't feel right, go get checked out.
Yes.
Don't
Go
be a
get
macho
checked out.
man. Don't be Superman. Don't be any hero. Go checked out. You want to be a tough man? Go get checked out. You want
Yes.
to be a superhero? Go get checked out. That's how you know
Definitely.
you're doing the right thing.
Definitely, man. Get checked out. Sparta couldn't say it no better, man. Go to the doctor.
Or I will hunt your ass down and take you to the doctor myself.
All right. So the next one is benefits. Gut flora supports in the digestion of food, our ability to extract nutrients from them, mood swings. Very interesting. Gut flora support in the digestion of our foods, our ability to extract nutrients from them. So yes, that's important. That's why it's important to understand the foods that are good for you and bad for you, because your body's going to extract whatever nutrients or non-nutritional items that is within the food. That's why a lot of times when we eat certain foods, we get a gut, things with sugar in it. Our body's going to extract it. Body's going to use it. I know you probably heard this too, Sparta, that carrots help your eyes.
Actually, fish, I heard it hurt your eyes.
Oh, okay. See, I heard carrots help your eyes,
Yeah,
but
that's
maybe it's
a Greek thing at least. Every culture has their
yeah,
own thing. Oh, eat this. Drink milk. It makes your bones strong. Remember that one back in
yes,
the 90s?
drinking milk. The big commercial that they used to have, milk does the body good.
Or got milk.
Yes, got milk. So there are certain things that you can take to help your body fight off these, I guess, these bacteria, the bad bacteria and viruses. But also be careful because too much of anything could be bad for you. Remember that.
Absolutely.
So supports. Okay, so let's move. Imbalance can lead to a host of health issues. Listed a few: lowered immune system. Yes, you catch a cold, seem like you're gonna have a cold for 6 months. Mood swings. Yes, I think most people on YouTube experience some type of mood swing. A lot of their immune system is low because people go from 0 to 20, 0 to 100, and happy and sad at the same time. So irritable bowel movement, yes. I can only imagine having your stomach hurt for hours and hours every day, and you go try to do something and you let out a not even a tadpole size, feces. Like, oh my God, this is killing me. So, what about you, Sparta? You have any mood swings or have any things
I'm a
that
chef. We're born with mood swings. Have
uh,
you ever dealt with a chef in the kitchen? He's a power freak. moody son of a bitch have fucking times. So yeah, I got mood swings all the time.
Mm,
I seriously, sometimes I get a little mood swingy when I don't get enough sleep or I'm
okay, yeah.
overworked, and that usually is most of the time, to be honest.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
why I'm looking for my vacation next week so bad.
Well, salute to you, man. You better not be missing, man. Or I'm gonna have to dock your pay.
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
You ain't give us
Told
no
you, you
6 months. You ain't give
not
no
only
six months of notice.
I gave this notice 2 years ago.
Hey, well, I didn't see the notice, so hey,
Let me
don't
ask
be
you a question. You,
surprised.
you see where my name says underneath me, like CEO of Sport Institute Network.
Uh-uh. But everybody's held under the accountable under the same rules.
We're
Everybody.
not union here, dumbass.
Everybody, man. So
I
yeah,
know,
man, let's
all
no
jokes
man.
aside, I already informed the guys months ago I was taking this vacation. So
Well, man, I didn't see the memo, so hey,
it's before you signed up.
hey, it doesn't matter. They better. It's supposed to
Um,
recirculate every 6 months. It's
but
supposed to
it's
recirculate.
funny you would mention vacation when you talk about this because moose rings, guts, formation, all this stuff. If you don't take time off to relax, you're not gonna let the body heal correctly.
Yes,
You keep going, going, going like I do, you're going to crash eventually.
yes,
So excuse me, you need time to recover.
yes. You do.
Simple.
You do, man. So shoot, man. Let's continue to go, man. Down the list, man. Leaky gut. I don't know what that is. What that mean, man? You can't squeeze your cheeks tight enough to keep your.
Leaky gut is not actually you can't hold your feces. It's more like a symptom, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. So it can be something going on within your stomach that's
correct.
causing your.
And
I
most of
get
the stomach issues are what you eat. You know, all say you are what you eat.
you.
That's facts. That is so facts. If you're eating burgers and soda all day long, that's where you're gonna be.
Mm,
Simple.
yeah, that's it. Skin conditions. We talked about that a little bit. You know, skin rashes, um, cuts, lesions, anything like that. You must clean cuts immediately. Any broken bones, anything like that. Um, be careful of the chemicals that you place on your skin. Certain chemicals have some toxins in it that don't mix well. Make sure your body's clean and not dirty. Well, the infected area is clean.
Hmm.
Plays a big role. So diarrhea. Ooh-wee. I don't think there's one human, baby or old folk, that hasn't had diarrhea.
This one kind of hits a little home for me because my mom suffers from chronic diarrhea from her cancer. Okay, your colon is actually a humongous part, but it's coiled like a snake. It's like very small, tight in one place. So when you cut it down, your feces have less time to go push through to become solid. So she would literally eat and needs to run to the bathroom immediately, halfway through her meal. When I say she goes between at least 15 to 16, 18, even 19 times to the bathroom and is all diarrhea. And pills can only do so much. Eventually, your body gets immune to them.
Yeah, man. So listen, man. Everybody out there, man. Listen, like Sparta said, your body will get used to it. However, it doesn't mean that the issue is going away. Get your checkups, take your medication, see your doctor, ask questions, seek a second opinion, do your own research on YouTube. The information is out there. You can. I did it myself today. I just diagnosed myself earlier in the show. So inflammation again. The body's always going to adjust itself, and when your body's fighting certain things,
Correct.
you're going to feel inflammation. You're going to see red spots. Something is going on within your body. It may be a burning or a stabbing or throbbing uh, feeling that you have in your legs, your toes, your buttocks, your fingers, your shoulders, your neck. Get it checked out. Don't wait 2 weeks. Set up a time where you can probably get to your doctor or emergency room. But we know how emergency room is. But you can also read up on it for yourself. And 9 times out of 10, if you,
I don't really recommend that too much. Trying to I
yeah,
diagnose online because you can really misdiagnose and have more issues, or you can just get a shit at yourself and then you're like panicking. You're having a heart attack, but really you're not. You're just having heartburn.
yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. If it's something beyond surface level per se, yes, something beyond your skin, maybe, especially anything above the torso, I would definitely get checked out immediately. Anything
Look,
above the torso.
look at this clown right here. He's hating my Krispy Kremes.
What's that?
Krispy Kremes are the leading cause of diabetes, but that doesn't discount Peter. I'm gonna kick his ass. That's what's gonna happen.
Ah,
I'm gonna send you a whole case, Eric. So don't worry, you'll get your Krispy Kreme soon.
voila. Oh man, what's that? EJN 2012, man. Salute, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm on. I don't. I scroll through Facebook at night before I go to sleep mostly. Maybe post something, respond to some friends or something like that. But yeah, I forget about Facebook a lot. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I guess the martial arts and fitness group. I'm too old. I ain't got that much fitness left. But I can hold my own a little bit. I got some. Yeah, I show off a little bit. I got a little hammer. Let me see. I got a little hammer left.
This guy came out of the womb with curling, 20-pound weights already. And
No, I ain't got that. But yeah, I wouldn't mind. It depends on the time of day because I don't get up till late. 3 or 4 o'clock. People just getting off work. I'm just getting up. So now, man, let's keep it going, man. Inflammation triggered by lifestyle. Ooh, yes, lifestyle. Not enough sleep, not eating healthy. Why you think kids be irritated, have inflammation? They sick all the time because they don't get healthy meals. And the best place to get a healthy meal is with mama and daddy. Maybe grandma, maybe granddad, but mama and daddy are the best ones to give a healthy meal.
Mhm.
And it's best to be a homemade meal, not some store-bought package deal. So
That's true.
illness,
It's better
go
to
ahead.
have a meal cooked at home. Anytime it's a homemade meal cooked, it's nine. Actually, no, I can't say that. 85 to 90% healthier than anything you eat at a restaurant or store.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Paul probably disagree. He says one ingredient is better. I'm like, that is debatable because it depends on the style of cooking you do. Because if you're cooking like let's say Greeks for example, you might use two, three ingredients in one meal, and that's okay, I think. But again, it's a lot healthier than going to a restaurant down the street that you have no idea how they prep your food.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I've eaten some takeout, but as far as going to a restaurant, man, shoot, me and my wife haven't sat down at a restaurant in at least 4 or 5 years. She's not a big restaurant person. She loves to cook, and I love to let her cook. I'm not gonna lie, but I do make my own breakfast though. I make my own breakfast. She don't make my breakfast. My breakfast is for me. I make it. She don't eat a lot of what I eat for breakfast. She's more of a lighter eater. Give me a little sausage. Give me a little pancakes and some omelet. I like making omelets more than anything. But yeah, man. So it's unique, man. Like I said, diet. Am I always on the best in diet? No, but I try to keep my stomach down. I lost when I got myself measured within I guess a month of each other, I was 6 pounds lighter, so I felt good about that.
You don't look like you have a gut, dude. To be honest with you,
No,
from
I don't really have a gut, man, at all. I mean, for me, in my best shape, man, I'm completely out of shape. I'm completely out of shape. I don't know. My body was always built sort of solid, you know, and that's what I don't know, man. It's always been sort of solid, so it sort of put me in a gray area when it came to
Mhm.
me being a kid. I wasn't a husky, but I wasn't a size 18 either. I think I was always, like a 20 and young man. So my mother used to have a hard time finding me clothes, but when I was like 14, she said, "Here, I'm gonna give you the money, and you go shopping for your own clothes." That's probably the best thing she ever did, because I shop all the time now. I shop all the time, and my clothes fit fairly well. When I put on my some nice clothes, I look fairly good. My wife always teased me. You think you looking good, don't you? Yes, I do, but that's just me though. So there are some things that are unhealthy. Well, let's go there. Inflammation triggered by lifestyle, illness, medications, and diet. Yes, the medications. Sometimes you can misuse your medication. So make sure you taking your medication accordingly to the recommendations of the doctor and on the prescription. Don't abuse medication. Some people abuse medications, especially things like fentanyl and things like that deal with, I guess, pain and drugs or something. I'm not quite sure what fentanyl is, but a lot of people who abuse drugs take it, and a lot of times they abuse it, and it causes more damage. So diet, yeah. Most Americans, when they do the research and put up the numbers, of course, most Americans are overweight. But we're eating a lot of the bad bacteria caused by the sugars and the trans fats that they put in the food. So how does that make sense? They tell us we overweight, but at the same time, they're gonna feed you a big bowl of ice cream and some cookies and say, "Here, eat this. Buy it from our stores." However, you're overweight, so now you got to come see the doctor. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but seems very prevalent to me. What about you, Sparta?
I have a mixed feeling about this because there's some like they say go peanut butter is healthier. Yeah, well,
Mm-hmm.
the carbs you're eating
Mm-hmm.
or the sweet tea, sugar, diabetic right
Mm-hmm.
there. Like you have all these places that say they're fast food, but they're healthier, but they're not really. Yeah, Panera is a little better than Five Guys or McDonald's. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Nothing's really healthier. Even you go to I remember this commercial like was yesterday. Subway. He got this guy lost all his weight on Subway, but they explain he's also walking like 20 miles one way and 20 miles the other way. His steps are probably insane. So that's a catch 22 with that. Big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Because
Anyway,
think about it. We get addicted to sugar as kids.
yeah.
As kids, all the candy in all the stores is at the kid eye. Just so the kid and kids are attracted to colors. That's why they put all those bright colors on candy. You know how you can see you go in the store and you know exactly where to find your favorite candy just based off the package.
Facts.
And you can see it at the end of the aisle. Ooh, there they are right there. They right there. I'm gonna go down there. You know what I'm saying? Because they understand that. Certain colors trigger certain moods.
Hmm.
So yeah, salute, man, to everybody, man. If you want to get in tune with your body, just pay attention to it. Pay attention to the aches and pains. Get your sleep. Get your proper diet. So I guess we coming up on the last slide, man, which is really, man, been an interesting show today. Salute your brother Benny, man, again, man. I know he's in the air, you know what I'm saying, getting home to his family, man. So just taking the time to put these slides together, man. I'm gonna keep on feeding them information, man. He's done a great job in just putting those things together, and the fact that he's passionate about a healthy lifestyle uh, does a great benefit for us being able to just provide the information with my brother's Sparta HQ, man. And I figured out how to share it to my channel. So I'm feeling good about that. I'm feeling good about that. So maybe, we can get viewers to come from all over and provide their feedback and just share some of their experiences about the same thing, man. So let's keep going, man. Our last slide, man. Lowering inflammation naturally. Avoid refined sugars and processed foods. Again, man, that's a restaurant at every corner, man. If it ain't McDonald's, it's Popeyes. If it ain't Popeyes, it's KFC. If it ain't KFC, it's Burger King. If it ain't Burger King, it's Taco Bell. If it ain't Taco Bell, it's Chipotle. If it ain't Chipotle, it's what's that, Culver's. If it ain't Culver's, it's Chick-fil-A. If it ain't Chick-fil-A, it's mom and pop restaurants. It's chicken this, chicken that, burger this, burger that. You got your chain, your big Golden Corral. Man, you want some processed foods, sugars?
Mhm.
Keep showing up. You get that little food truck. Oh man, the food truck right outside the job. Man, you gonna get some good old sugar and processed foods. And to my smokers out there, I know we got some smokers that join us on the channel too. Yeah, but we're gonna get that under control. Excessive alcohol consumption. I've never really been a good big alcohol guy.
Me
I saw
neither.
my father struggle with alcohol, so I didn't do it. I drank alcohol, but I learned my limit very young. Very young. I learned my limit. Even today, if I get a 6 pack, that's 8 months that it'll sit in my refrigerator. I might drink one beer every 90 days or something. Long as I kept some alcohol, I bought a 12 pack and it lasted for 2 Super Bowls. So Sparta, I know you know what I'm saying, you get your vape on. I think you vaping now, right?
No, just cigars.
Okay, so even with your cigars, man, do you feel any type of mood shifts change in your body or anything sort
So
of change?
let's break this down a little bit. So when I start smoking cigarettes, yeah, I felt my mood change when I really needed a cigarette. It just relaxes you. You know, you're pissed off, it
Mm-hmm.
relaxes you. Is it the dopamine? That's pretty much what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known better to pick up the damn first fucking cigarette. If I can go back and just slap that out of my hand in time to get back, I would have. So when I switched to vape, yeah, I it helped me slowly get off it. Now I don't vape, but I do smoke cigarettes once in a while still when I'm stressed out and stuff like that. Cigars are something relaxable. So the difference about cigarettes and cigar, I want to make this very clear, and people, you can look it up. Public announcement out there is you do not inhale the smoke of a cigar. If you do, you're going to lose a lung in the process, most likely. You do it more for the flavor. So that's why you see always people puffing on it versus dragging it down to the lungs. The best way I can explain it. So, does cigar have nicotine? Absolutely does. But you're not inhaling the nicotine. If does that make any sense? You muted.
I say, yeah, it makes sense. Sure.
Yeah. Now with vaping, you have two options: non nicotine and nicotine. Listen, if you never smoked, don't use non nicotine. It's stupid, waste of money. If you're a vapor, if you're smoking, trying to quit vape cigarettes and going to vaping, then quit that. Yeah, it makes sense because you can lower slowly. So it's different options there. People say, if you're drinking, smoking goes hand in hand. It kind of does. But who says you have to have a cigarette when you're smoking? I mean, you're drinking or having a cigar. You want to have that. Like you want to have a cigarette or a cigar. Like I know I make the option to have a cigar once in a while because I enjoy them.
Okay. So yeah, man. Listen, like you said, don't inhale the smoke. I think that's what turned me off from smoking. I was a kid, calling myself trying to steal a cigarette and smoke it. I inhaled the smoke, and then one of my friends had a cigar. I remember I turned green. I was like, oh no,
You inhaled
it's
it,
not
didn't
for
you?
me. Yeah, yeah. So that was
That's
the last time I did it, man. I was probably about 16. The last
You
time
know, how
I
many
was.
people have done the same mistake, and he's like, "Oh man, I really like the cigar, but I can't deal with it." I'm like, "Just come with me then." I'm like, what? I'll show you how to smoke a cigar. And when I start
Yeah,
showing, them, I'm like, "Oh." They look at me like,
yeah,
I can do this occasionally, once in a while. I'm like, "Yeah,
yeah.
that's what cigars are, once in a while, because
No,
they're expensive fucking things."
yeah. I'm good. I don't teach the young guys, the younger people.
No, no,
I,
I'm not saying you need to start cigars. I'm not saying
no,
that.
no, I'm not saying
Yeah,
that. I'm just
yeah.
saying at this point, now I wouldn't do it. But yeah, man, let's continue, man, because we got a few minutes left. Let me see. So again, lowering inflammation naturally, probiotics, things like yogurt. Those things are good. Even the list here, lemon water. See, I talk about drinking lemon water. I don't do it. I don't do it warm. I don't drink it warm. But drinking warm water in the morning is good for your digestive tract.
But believe
Ginger,
it or not, room temperature water is the best water you can have.
yeah, probably is. I guess it just doesn't taste as good as cold water, but
I'm
I
surprised you
can.
said that because everybody I know from the military, like my friend CQ, King, most of these guys, these guys have been out for years, but the guys who was at least all the Marines I know
Hmm.
drink room temperature, every single one of them.
Hmm. Yeah, it's
They're
crazy,
so
man.
used to it.
So yeah, because see, some things you learn and you realize things are beneficial. A lot of people stick to it.
Mhm.
So that's yeah. So another form of probiotic, man, is yogurt, uh, kefir, kombucha. My wife loves kombucha. She drink it all the time. Sauerkraut, man. I used to eat sauerkraut as a kid. I probably I hadn't ate sauerkraut in probably about 40, 45 years. Kimchi is a
I
good
hate
one.
sauerkraut.
Yeah, yeah. See what I'm saying? It just, I don't know, man, but it's good for you though. Kimchi, uh, miso. I guess, yeah, I think it's miso, and tempeh. It's a fermented soybean cake originating from Indonesia. And miso, a fermented soybean paste commonly used in Japanese cuisine, particularly in miso soup. Natto, a traditional Japanese food made from fermented soybeans. Wow, buttermilk. It's a good. I guess it's a good alternative for milk. Cured, what's that? Cultured milk that is a byproduct of butter making. Yeah, cottage cheese. Oh my God, cottage cheese! You couldn't get me to sniff cottage cheese rather than that. Take it. Sourdough bread, which is a good form of it. Bread.
Actually, sourdough is actually very, very good. I was surprised how good it is for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So again, I don't really eat too much sourdough bread.
I don't eat much bread
Uh,
in general, personally.
ferment is what's it? Kvass. It's a fermented beverage traditionally made from rye bread. I bet that has a unique taste to it. So yeah, just some examples of your probiotics that could help your body heal itself and lower the pain. Some foods are made specifically for certain pain, certain types of inflammation. So yeah, definitely consult with your medical professional. We are not medical professionals. We're just two gentlemen giving our educated and uneducated opinion about how to deal with inflammation, acute and what's the next one? The second one. Oh my God, what is the? I know one is acute. It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. Take or get plenty of vitamin D. Yes, vitamin D is very important. Vitamin D naturally would come from the sun, but people are not getting outside as much. So if you may have to take a vitamin D supplement, there are some great vitamins out there to boost your vitamin D. As you get older, yes, your vitamin D levels do drop. I'm taking medication for vitamin D prescribed by my doctor. So yeah, definitely get your vitamin D, and it has nothing to do with whether you're a man or a woman. No, take your vitamin D if you need to take vitamin D. And what it does is it regulates your adaptive immune system, fighting autoimmune diseases. That's what vitamin D does. When your vitamin D is high, you're healthier. When it's low, you're more receptive to get some type of auto immune diseases or a virus, anything that can attack your body and your system. So definitely get your vitamin D. I have to take my vitamin D before I go to bed. So in all, Sparta, you have anything you want to add?
No, just make sure you get checked up every so often.
Yes, get checked out. As you get older, especially in your 40s, man, get all the checkups. If you can go once a year, great. Twice a year, man, you betting 1,000 for real. So again, healthier diet. Just some of the examples of things you can do. Again, you can drink warm water with lemon, flaxseed, some form of protein, avocado toast and sourdough, chai pudding and almonds, chai pudding. Okay, so let me see, Greek yogurt with some form of berries, scrambled eggs and spinach, and that'll be a little tasty. So yeah, definitely, man. Continue to read up on certain foods to verify that they're healthy for you. Definitely consume your water. Take vitamin D. Get plenty of sleep. Exercise. If you can do that, something to raise your heart rate a few days a week. Great opportunity to get better and grow and get your body back into its best. Uh, I guess, get it back at optimal working condition. So again, man, please do not hesitate, ladies and gentlemen, to reach out to Smarter HQ if you have any questions. Reach out to my brother Paul Bennett. Uh, Out to myself, Coach Ferg. You can find me on YouTube at Coach Ferg, man. Listen, man, this has been an interesting show, a great show. Hold on, somebody said in the chat, Krispy Kremes are a leading cause of diarrhea, but that doesn't discourage Peter. See, she's on you, Peter. If you
He,
see a restaurant that's, what's that,
is he?
Zagat rated, it's worth visiting. What's Zagat rated?
I'm not sure, but it's not worth visiting. He's saying.
Oh, I thought it said it's worth visiting. You saying it's not?
No.
Okay. NATO is an acquired taste, yep, that most Westerners never acquire. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably right for sure. Sure. Again, man, let me stop sharing my screen, man. And we just come back to, towards the end, man. Listen, man, it's been a good show, man. I'm just appreciate the opportunity again, man, to share this great information with y'all. We're going to keep sharing it as long as we can keep gathering it. Hopefully, people can take something from it, man, to make things better. If it's not for you, pass this information along to help make somebody else better. If you're rocking with what we say, man, listen, we got cash apps at the bottom. My brother, Mr. Bennett. My cash app is what? Coach Ferg03. You see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen, man. Listen, I'm not asking for anything. I'm just informing the people of what it is.
Whoa,
But
whoa,
we
whoa,
do
whoa, 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 whoa! You're
what's
asking
that?
for subscribers. Please make sure you hit the like and share button and make a comment. That's what he's asking for.
There you go. Couldn't have said it better. Again, I can reiterate and based off him saying that, thank you. I can put that in my head to always sort of throw that out there. Please hit the like, share, subscribe button. To my man Sparta HQ, my brother Paul Bennett, to myself, Coach Ferg. You know what I'm saying? We on YouTube. We trying to grow. You know, we're just gonna keep coming with great content, great shows every 3 or 4 days a week. You know, my man Peter, he's doing a lot. He got a lot of responsibility, and I'm gonna make sure he holds up to that responsibility. You
Yeah.
know, we got Brother Bennett still working a full-time job, trying to share great information. Also to my man Wally, to my man Brother David. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all, man. Lady Navoy, everybody part of the Sparta Network, man. Everybody else.
And guys, like, don't think I'm just get ending now. I have more shows coming soon. I'm trying to be 2 more shows by end of the year. That is my goal for right now. Can't say too much behind the scenes yet. They're not official yet. Once I get official, I will be making announcements. But before we go, let's do a schedule update because you guys need to know what you're gonna be watching next year. Come on. So on Saturday, we're going on the War of Wars, something that Coach grew up in and something that I grew up in. Nintendo versus Sega, the console wars. That is going to be a very interesting conversation. Yes, we are having a gray area this weekend. And my last show before I go on vacation is second place or no place. Why a man refuses to be in the backup. Just marinate that for now, guys. And on oh boy, this is a tongue twister. On Wednesday, we're gonna be talking about Kinchi the manga dealer. I'm butchering the name. Tune on Wednesday. And for this show on next Thursday, becoming unrecognizable. Your idea or coaches? Coach, yours or Paul's idea that one was?
What's that?
Next week's episode, becoming unrecognizable.
It's sort of both. You know
Combination.
what I'm
No, I'm
saying?
just curious. I like the title. That's why I'm
No,
asking.
I think I just send him the information, man, and he formulates it.
Hey, you
You
guys look
know, for the show. So
great.
yeah.
Like, hey, there's a reason I put you guys together. Was I wrong? Just give me credit when I'm due.
Okay, so I'm gonna give Sparta the credit that he's due.
But anyway, any last words before we go?
Nah, man, salute, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, just appreciate this opportunity to just share this information, man. And salute to everybody that joined, man. For real, man. Appreciate y'all in the chat.
Yeah.
Bring your friends the next time, man. Bring a friend, young, old, it don't matter. The information is for all of us, male, female, tall, short, skinny, overweight. We all need it. We all can get better, man. So
Yeah.
salute to everybody, man.
All right, guys. As always, I'm the Spartan. He is Coach. This was the Spartan Institute Network. As always, stay fresh, stay safe. I'll see you guys on the next one.